Welcome back to the TerryTracker channel and welcome back to the vlog. And as you may have guessed, we are back in Beamish, the living museum here near Chesley Street in the northeast of England. As you can see, I'm here by myself today. Emma is back at home because her back and her arm is playing up, so she's in a bit of pain today, so she won't be joining us on this trip. I've came back to Beamish because, let's get the sun on my face, that's a bit better. I've come back to Beamish because I got told that because of the new government lockdown easing, which is step 3, that the indoor areas are now open and the transport's running, the 1950s buses and trams. I've got here and they're not. It turns out that the transportation is only running on the weekends at the moment and school holidays. The same as a lot of the indoor attractions, they're not open on the weekend. They're only open on the weekend, and the school holidays of course. But there will be some more stuff for us to see than we saw last time. Let's make the most of it. Let's have a wander around Beamish and see if we can see things we didn't see before. Well, that bus just made a complete liar of my last statement. All the signs say the buses aren't running. The girl, when I checked in, said the buses and transportation wasn't running. But that is a 1950s bus that just stopped at a bus stop and picked people up. So it looks like they are running. Ignore my last statement. I think because it's busy today, because there was quite a lot of cars in the car park, I think they may have decided to put the buses on. So we will try and get on the bus later on. Now, this section I'm going down to, I have never been before in my life. It wasn't open the last time we came. It was all blocked off, so we couldn't walk down here. But yeah, let's go have a look. Now, there's a church down here, and I read on the website that that church is only open on the weekends and only open on school holidays. So I guess we'll see when we get there, but I'm not holding hope. But this is something that you haven't seen before either. Come on. All this bit village we're going to here was not built when I came here as a kid. So this is fairly new but old, but new but old. Yeah. Before you enter anywhere, we do have these stations which, yeah, that's got the hand gel in. So yeah, let's go have a look around. Yep, like I thought, the church is closed today, so we can't go inside. But rather interestingly, there's something I need to show you. Beamish buys old buildings that are going to be destroyed. Then they mark all the stones off, all the bricks, transport them here brick by brick, and then rebuild them exactly how they were in situ in whichever town they're at. Now, they're very clever at hiding how they do this, but on the church they've actually left some of the remnants of how they do it. So if you have a look, you can see they're all numbered. Now this will wash off, but they just haven't washed it off yet. So they number all the bricks so they know exactly where they go when they're putting the building back together again. Clever, huh? This is fairly newly built. It's an old building, but fairly newly built, like to Beamish, if that makes sense. It hasn't been in Beamish for very long. So they haven't washed off all the numbers yet. So as you can see, these barriers are what was stopping us up there the last time we came, when I came with Emma. But they're down here at the moment, so we can't go any further. But as you can see over here, they've got construction walls up with spy holes and a sign saying remaking Beamish, no entry. So that is a whole new section that they're building over there, which will tie in with the church and that other little building we've seen, and this building up here and up here. So yeah, a whole new section of Beamish is being built right there, as well as the 1950s town, which is further down the road. If you remember, I took you and showed you that last time we were here. I will leave a link in the description down below of the last time we came to Beamish. So this looks like a steam engine house. So I'm not sure if there's any steam engines in there. There's piles of coal everywhere, so there possibly could be, and some carriages over here. But the weather vane on the top, I don't quite understand it. It is a steam train engine on a track with a cow standing in front of it about to be run over. Weird. So ordinarily there'd be toilets here for you to use, public toilets, but due to COVID they are closed at the moment. Apparently it's not a COVID secure area, so they mustn't be able to enforce social distancing. My question is, how close do you want to be to somebody having a pee? Yeah. But the building behind me, the wagon house, it's got a big sign outside of it saying 1825. So originally that was made and built somewhere in 1825. Before being demolished, it was taken down and rebuilt there. That is ordinarily open for you to go in, have a look around. But at the moment, today, it is not. I'm not sure if it's open on weekends and holidays. I will try and find that out for you. But as of today, Tuesday the 18th of May, I think, it is closed. So looking at this sign right here, that seems to be that steam train that's on the weather vane. I wonder if this is meant to be the cow. I don't know, but that is Georgian Village, so that's going to be the Georgian North Village. I think the name of the Georgian Village is Pockley, because there's a sign up here saying Pockley Town Hall or Pockley Old Hall, and this is going to be connected to that village. So yeah, I think it's Pockley, and it's set in the Georgian era, which is early 1800s. Okay, so we're in the gardens of Pockley Old Hall, which wasn't open the last time we came here. This door here was closed. So this is something that they've recently opened due to COVID restrictions starting to lift. I'm not sure what they're going to plant in here, whether it's going to be vegetables or flowers, but it's a beautiful walled garden. Look at this. And it overlooks where we just walked. We just walked up there. There's the wagon house, there's that old little house there, and the church is behind the trees just here. But this is Pockley Old Hall. Well, the garden of, and that's the house. Wouldn't mind moving in here. Nice. And I have to say, it is really quite warm today, surprisingly. I have my hoodie on and a t-shirt under the hoodie. It's supposed to rain. I mean, look at the clouds. There are some clouds around that are threatening to rain. So we'll see how far we get, but I've managed to get here in between rain showers, and it's really quite pleasant. It's really quite warm. I'm going to have a look over here, this fence, and see what we can see of what the building over there. So that's the church, and this is where they're building the rest of the town. Pockley Town, a Georgian village. And all I can see at the minute is foundations. So I'm not sure you can see on this camera, but I can see the foundations on there. I'm sure I've got a digital zoom somewhere. I will try and find it for you. Now this is a digital zoom, so it won't be the best. But there you go. There's the foundations that they're putting. There's the church. Well, that's Pockley Old Hall. I'm now going to walk down to that bus stop where we saw the 1950s bus, and I'm going to wait and see if I can get on the bus. I hope it's still running. I hope I get on it, and then we'll go down to the next village rather than walking down. I don't know how long I'm going to have to sit and wait, but I will do it. But it was nice to see the gardens open, which were all closed last time we were here, and obviously that other section where the church is. I just wish the churches were actually open for us to go into.
How many of you together? Just one yourself. So when you get on, just make sure you leave a gap between yourself and other passengers.
No problem.
How many of you together? 3?
Can I go on straight away?
You can? Yeah.
Is upstairs open?
Yes. 1950s welfare home.
Get a good view of the building of the 1950s town. So that is the new section.
Beamish Old Town.
So I've just asked the bus conductor about the 1950s town, and apparently it is the first part of it is due to open at some point this year. So we will be bringing you back for that. Just looking through the bars here of a little peephole, and as you can see, this first section is well underway from being completed, or should I say to being completed. So the last time we came down here, there was no windows in the building in the 1950s town, and there were just shells. So looking forward to that. As soon as that's open, we will come back and have a look around there. But at the minute, we're going to have a look around the other section here, which is the one that's got the bakery and the sweetie shop. Yum, a yum. So a quick note, if you're going to use the bus at Beamish, it terminates here, has to be emptied there. So it'll go around the corner to the bus stop in the old town, and you can get back on there and go the rest of the journey, but it has to empty there. Something else worth noting is Beamish has now gone cashless. So if you want to buy anything in the stores, you have to pay via contactless or your debit card. Just a quick note, so don't fetch money, make sure you've got your debit card with you. Look at this. Wow, yeah? So that's the old chemist behind me there, and the section I was in at the end there, you can go in, get dressed up in period costumes, have different props and things like that, and have photographs taken. So I've done a quick video of the price, so hopefully you saw that. Cool. So this is the Masonic Hall we're going to have a look at. So that was Beamish Masonic Lodge. I was speaking to somebody in there. He didn't want to be on camera, but apparently the original building was destroyed by fire and it was in Sunderland. So they rebuilt what they could here, and what they could salvage from the fire they've put in here. So they've rebuilt it to exactly as it was, going off historical records that the Masons held. So at the moment this feels quite weird because I'm wearing a mask in a bank and I'm about to go behind the teller's desk to a safe. Dun dun dun. Yep, I feel like I'm robbing the bank. I'm in the vaults, wearing a mask. We're back outside now and we're going to go into the garage, which if you remember last time was closed. Well, today it is open. Now let's head into the grocery store. Grocery and drapery department and hardware department. And now the drapery department. With squeaky floorboards. Very dapper. In fact, if I do this, it'll look like I'm wearing it. Kind of. Now the hardware store.
Hello there.
Hello. Could I have some sarsaparilla tablets, please?
Sarsaparilla, sir.
And this is where all of the sweeties in the shop get made. Unfortunately, it seems as if the upstairs of the houses are closed, but that would be to stop people passing each other on the stairs for Q-Raid. So we've just come out the first one and we go into the back door of the next one and we zigzag through all the houses this way. It's a one-way system. Masks must be worn indoors, obviously. So into the next house. This house belongs to the dentist. I wouldn't mind filling my van full of all the antiques that's in this place. Yes, please. And that is the end of the open houses in the old town. When I was in the sweetie shop, I bought some sarsaparilla tablets and some cinder toffee. If you've not had cinder toffee before, you haven't lived. So as I think I mentioned in my previous visit when I came to Beamish, the fairground behind me is £2 per ride. It's not part of the admission fee, it's extra on top of the admission fee. That is because it doesn't belong to Beamish, it is a private contractor that comes down, sets up the fair, and has it here through the whole season of opening. So this private contractor obviously maintains the rides, insures the rides, etc, etc. So it's £2 per ride at the fair on top of your entry fee. So bear that in mind if you want to come down and ride the slide or ride the merry-go-round, etc, etc. So this section I'm going into now, which is the train station and the railway yard, this was closed the last time we came down, so all this has just recently been opened with the level 3 measures for lift and lockdown that is available, that has just started in the UK. Sorry, I need to edit that. Not the UK, but England. Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland are having different rules. But in England, we're up to level 3 of the roadmap out of lockdown, which has allowed places like this to reopen. So we've got all these goods here in crates ready to go onto the train, or maybe they're just coming off the train. And there's the train carriages with the cargo all loaded up. So that is what this section is representing, is either a loading area or an unloading area or both. I don't know. Ticket to Newcastle Central Station, please. Fun fact, I've just asked a member of staff, because I've walked back to the town, because I'm going to catch a bus and leave. I'll do the other half of Beamish the next time I'm here. But the upstairs of Ravensworth Terrace, which is this street here, is offices. That's where HR is. So it's not closed due to COVID, it's closed because it's office space. So as you've just saw, I've just been on that bus, come back to the main entrance. I haven't done the pit village or home farm yet. I'm going to save that for our next visit, because this vlog will just go on for hours and hours if I don't. So yeah, save that for our next visit, which will be possibly this time next week or earlier. All weather dependent. We've been quite lucky today. It was supposed to rain all day, and there goes the bus. Bye, bus. It was supposed to rain all day today, and we've had really nice weather. Very surprising, but I'm not going to complain. So that is the end of today's vlog. I shall see you all tomorrow. Now it's time to do your job.